Hi, I'm Steph from Mountain Made Fitness Collective. Today I'm going to take you through 2 Tabata core workouts. We're just going to do 2 movements. We're going to go 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to take a minute between the 2 workouts. We're going to go through each movement now. So we're going to do the hollow hold. I'll take you through the variations. I'll show you the full movement and then we'll scale back and I'll show you all the variations. So you're going to start on your back. So the big thing with this is that your back is nice and flat. The lower back is nice and flat. You should be able to put your fingertips underneath your back. The chin position, you want to look down towards your belly button. And then we're going to extend the arms behind us. And then we're going to extend the legs out. We want to think about squeezing the core, squeezing the glutes, pointing the toes, thinking about that length in the body. This is the full version of the hollow hold. Next, I'm going to take you through the variations, the scales. So we're going to start with the easiest one. We're going to start with just the knees in a tabletop position. If you have any issues with your neck, I want you to just put your hands behind your head and clasp your hands, and then I'm going to get you to take the weight of your head in your hands. Same thing, we're going to look down towards the belly button. We're still thinking about that lower back nice and flat, point the toes, and we're just going to hold here. If you don't have any issues with the neck, what we're going to do, we're going to bring the arms behind us, extend them behind us. So this would be option number 1. Option number 2 is going to be making this a little bit harder. So we're going to extend one leg out. The lower down the leg goes, the harder this becomes. As soon as you can't keep that back nice and flat, what you're going to do, you're going to scale back so the back stays nice and flat. So if I'm going to do one leg extended, I'm going to hold for 10 seconds and then I would switch legs. Another variation of this one would be just having your hands down by your side, thinking about reaching down towards your ankles. Again, the big thing is just keeping the back nice and flat. Okay, so those are the variations of the hollow hold. Workout number 2 is going to comprise of a plank position. So I'll go through the full plank. You can either do a straight arm plank or a forearm plank. I'm going to be doing a straight arm plank today. The big thing with this is that you want the wrists directly underneath your shoulders. Okay, so you don't want to have your plank position out there. Wrists directly stacked underneath. You're going to extend the legs out. And then I'm going to keep the back nice and flat, thinking like you're a board. So you're in a straight line here. I don't want the hips up towards the ceiling, and I don't want my hips to drop. Pressing into the floor with your hands, and then squeezing your belly, squeezing your glutes, keep everything nice and tight, and that will be our plank. We could also drop this down to the knees. Okay, with this, you don't want to be in a cat position. That's the biggest mistake that we see when people go to this position, is that they end up in a cat position. You want to tuck the tailbone underneath, keeping the pelvis nice and neutral, squeezing the core, squeezing the glutes, keeping everything nice and tight. Another variation would be just that forearm plank. So same thing, I don't want the elbows out here. I want to be stacked directly underneath my shoulders, elbows underneath the shoulders, and holding that plank position. Okay, so let's get going. I'm sweating. The fire makes this place hot. Okay, so we're going to start the clock. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to go 4 rounds for the first one, the hollow hold. We're going to rest a minute, and then we're going to switch up to the plank. Okay, so use your iPhone, play some music. We don't have any music because of YouTube regulations. Oops. Reset. Sorry, 1 minute. Stopwatch. Up. And start. Okay, 10 seconds. We're going to start. We're going to start with a hollow hold position. 3, 2, 1. Hollow position, thinking about back nice and flat, arms extended, legs extended out, looking down at my belly button. Remember to breathe through this. Okay, keeping everything nice and tight. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So short rest. So with your rest, just take a couple deep breaths, and then we're going to get back into it. 3, 2, 1, back in. So finding that position, lower back nice and flat, belly, thinking about belly button into spine. Tuck the chin in, feet extended, point the toes. And rest. Okay, 10 seconds, 2 down, 2 to go. 3, 2, 1. Not a lot of time to think about it. We're just getting right back to work. Arms and legs extended. This never gets easier, this exercise. It's a really great one. I didn't start in this position. I started with the scaling options, worked my way to this position, and rest. 10 seconds, one more. 3, 2, 1, last one. No, 2, not last one, halfway. Big deep breaths. And rest. Okay, for the last 2 minutes, I'm just gonna scale them to show you the scaling option. My core is getting tired, so I'm gonna show you that scaling option. So here, remember, scaling isn't failing. We wanna scale when we're starting to get tired, because we always wanna keep the integrity of the movement and the form. So switch legs here. This is still a really hard version. And rest. Three, 2, 1, back in. Same thing, one leg extended. The lower that leg is, the harder it is. So if I want to make this a little bit easier, I can go up towards the ceiling. I'm going to keep it down nice and low, thinking about curling my upper body, looking down at my belly button. And rest. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, and I'm in. Remember to breathe through these. Starting to get hard. And rest. Like I said, these are such a good exercise, great exercise, and I don't feel like they ever get easier. I guess I get stronger, so I change my variation up. Bringing that leg down lower to the ground definitely starts to increase the difficulty. Big breaths. Last one here. And rest. Great, so now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take a minute and we're gonna find our plank position. So we're gonna do the same thing, 4 minutes, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off in the plank position. With this one, you can change it up. You can go with the elbows to start and then come to a straight arm position. What we really wanna think about is pressing the hands into the mat, getting those shoulders nice and active. We don't wanna sink in the shoulders. We wanna keep the shoulders nice and active. Wrists stacked directly underneath my shoulders and keeping that core nice and tight. Plank is an amazing exercise, super effective, super simple. It's great to build core strength. It's a static movement, so you're not moving in it. It's just, you're just holding a static position. Everything is working. You can track all muscles in the body. Okay, 20 seconds. We're gonna start again. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, our first plank hold, 20 seconds. Really thinking about pressing your hands into the mat, activating the shoulders, keeping the core nice and tight, squeezing the glutes. Remember to breathe. With these, it's easy not to breathe and to hold your breath and rest. So in your rest period, I just want you to push back into child's pose just to stretch out the shoulders and the lats. And then we're gonna come back in. The great thing about Tabata is you don't have a lot of time to think about it. You're just moving through, finding that position again. And rest, back in a child's pose. So I'm gonna do half in a straight arm. Okay, back in, and then I'm gonna do my last 4 in a forearm position. Big breaths. As you can see, my body's starting to shake because everything is working at rest. All the muscles are contracting in the plank, working full body. 3, 2, 1, back in. Ten seconds. And rest. So for the last 4, like I said, I'm going to come into a forearm position just to change it up a little bit. 3, 2, 1, making sure my elbows are stacked. You can clasp your hands. It's harder to see the clock like this, but give it a go. Watching that the hips aren't sagging until the kid's saggy banana back. We want to keep a nice solid plank. Rest. Three, 2, 1, back in. Seconds. And rest. Nice work, you guys. 2 more to go. You can feel you just need 8. We're at 8 minutes here. Back in. It's really 8 minutes of work, 1 minute rest. Everyone has 8 minutes. You don't need any equipment for this. Rest, and one more. I'm going to finish that last one just with a straight arm. 3, 2, 1, back in. And rest. Nice. That's a great little core workout. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, follow us at Mountain Maid Fitness Collective. We have a 30-day core program. It's an ebook, and you'll see lots of great core workouts just like this one. Thanks for watching.